Good morning children. Welcome to second session of first chapter index number. In previous session we discussed meaning of index number, characteristics, etc. In today's session, of course we will start practical sums, but before we start, if you remember last topic which last session we discussed, that was base year and types of base year. In that we discussed two types. Number one, fixed base index number. Number two, chain base index number. In today's session, sums based on these two methods we will do. Let us start. Here is the sum. Now in this sum we are supposed to find fixed base index number of all these years from year 2005 to 2010. Production is given in the question. Now the first type of sum, like fixed base. Now word itself says that base year is fixed. That is known as fixed base index number. Now formula, if you remember, we discussed in first session. We find index number with the formula P1 by P0 into 100. Here in fixed base index number it is the same formula, price of current year, that is P1, and price of base year, that is in denominator, into 100. Now here in this sum, fixed base index number, three types of sums. Number one, in the question it won't be mentioned that which year is to be considered as base year. Number two, any one year will be given. Say example 2005 is to be taken as base year. And number three type of sum, where any 2 or 3 years average we are supposed to take as base year. Now when nothing is given in the question related to which base year is to be considered, it is understood, it is always first year is to be taken as base year. Now let us start. Here, like in this, nothing is mentioned, or 2005 is to be considered as base year. In that case, how we find fixed base index number? Now here, price of current year, it is 200 upon price of base year. Now here in this case, because of this is to be considered as base year, so 200 will be in denominator also, same value, into 100. Now this 200 will be cancelled, only 100 will be the base year. Now this is only the reason that base years always with this method will be always 100, whatever value is given. Now it's not compulsory to show this first year's this calculation. Direct, if you want, you can write 100, or if you show this calculation, it is your choice. Now come to for 2006. Current year's price, it's 230. Base year, it's 200 into 100. Now here the value of this comes 115. Same for 2007, 270 divided by 200 into 100. Now this comes 135. 280 divided by 200 into 100, that comes 140. 300 divided by 200 into 100, now this comes 150, and finally 340 divided by 200 into 100, that comes 170. So this is the way how we find fixed base index number when nothing is mentioned in the question about base year, or even first year 2005 is to be taken, in that case also it will be done this way. Now, question arises, as I discussed, that any 2 years or any 3 years average, when it is to be considered at the time how we solve. Now see example, in this question it is mentioned that 2006 and 2007 years average is to be considered as a base year. In that case, what we will do, this 230 plus 270 divide by 2. How we find average? Sigma xi by n. 230 plus 270. Number of observations are 2, so we divide by 2. Now that comes 250. Now here in denominator, price of base year, at the place of this 200, in each and every year's value we will put 250. So like if I solve the first value, let me show here only, so it will be easy for you to understand. Now here it is the same fixed base index number, but when average value of 2006 and 2007 are to be taken. In that case, like numerator will be same, 200 only, price of current year, upon price of base year will be 250. How it comes 250? This 230 plus 270 divided by 2, that comes 250. So 200 divided by 250 into 100, in that case value of this fixed base index number for 2005 will be 80. Same way for 2006, that comes 92. 270 divided by 250 into 100, that comes 108. 280 divided by 250 into 100, that comes 112. 300 divided by 250 into 100, that comes 120, and finally 340 divided by 250 into 100, that comes 136. So this way, with fixed base index number, when you take averages, and here first year or nothing is given in the question about base year, this is the way how we solve. Now here we go with the second method, that is chain base index number. Now first, meaning of chain base index number. Now in this method, a particular year is not taken as the base year, but the base year is changed every year. For any year, the immediate preceding year is taken as the base year in this chain base index number. It's like a chain. How chain is connected to the previous. Same here. We find this chain base index number by taking price of preceding year in denominator. See the formula. It's price of current year, same of fixed base index number, upon here price of preceding year, that is of previous year's price we are supposed to take into 100. Now here years are given from 2008 to 2012, and with profit of these years values are given. Now let us find chain base index number. Now first, as of fixed base method, 15, that is of price of current year. Now here in this, it's given price of preceding year. Because of price of preceding year is not taken, is not given, so we take the same value, 15 by 15 into 100 will be 100. Now here this calculation, whether you show or not, it is your choice. This 100 will be same for all this. Next, for 2008, current year's price or profit, that is 20, upon previous year it's 15. So 20 by 15 into 100, which comes 133.33. Next, 22. Now previous preceding year, it's 20 into 100, that comes 110. Same, 18, current year's profit upon previous year's profit, which is 22 into 100, that comes 81.82. 24 divided by 18 into 100, that comes 133.33. And finally, this 30 divided by 24 into 100, we get 125. So this is the way how you find chain base index number. Very simple, only one type of sum, which very easy also. No doubt, board examination point of view, this chain base or fixed base index number, it's not that much important. But still, it is the base. Why? Because which next type of sums, which we will do in next session, that both types are based on these two types only. So this should be clear with you and very easy to understand, very easy to calculate. Now here is your homework. 4 sums but total 8 sums, because in all 4 sums with fixed base index number as well as chain base index number, both methods you have to calculate. Like in first fixed base index method, you have to take 2004 as base year. In second sum, 2011 to 2013, average of these. And third sum, 2009 and 2010's average. And last, without mentioning any base year. So these are the 4, not 4 but 8 sums. Solve these all 8 sums. This is an end of second session of first chapter. See you in next session. Thank you.